Hi everyone. So tonight I'm making chicken and dumplings, and I'm trying to make the dumplings homemade for once because normally I don't. Normally I just make them by using some just regular old biscuits. Hey Regina, hope you're having a good day, girl. So I've already, hey Lori, how much water do I add? I am now on the phone, so I can't look and see my recipe. I've got 2 cups of flour. I don't remember, I know it wasn't a lot. So I think it was 1/3 of a cup. Hey Noah, thanks for joining us. So today is my husband's birthday, and hey Ann, nice to meet you and see you. Beats me. You're supposed to be like my Martha Stewart. You're supposed to know this stuff. So y'all bear with me a second. Y'all gonna come with me over here to where I keep all of my cookbooks. So I have a cookbook that my mother gave to me when I got married, and that cookbook has about everything in it that you could imagine. And it's so fun. Look, the spine's all torn, and it's the pill. But my dad had given it to her when they had first gotten married, because it's funny to me because with my dad, this was March 30th, 1964. Happy birthday. Thank you. Look, can y'all see that? So it says, to Ann, I hope you can learn to use this book in order to cook me some meals. I am hungry. Love always, Wayne. Funny thing is my mom was not a big cook. She would rather be out, making money. And so when I got married, this is one of the cookbooks she gave me. And I will have to say, if you ever need anything, this cookbook probably has it and will tell you. And it's kind of neat because in the very beginning of the cookbook, it tells you all about cooking. It tells you about shopping. It tells you canning. It's actually a really, it has menus in here for a bridal shower, here was one, and I'm like, lunch for the Stag Card Club. I don't even know what a Stag Card Club is. And so I would imagine this was made back, Career Girls Company dinner. A hot dinner for a cold day. But it's funny to me because you can tell this was made back in the 60s when most women were still in the kitchen and not so much in the workforce. So, like I said, we're making chicken and dumplings tonight. And so, I've got to find how much water I need to put and make a dumpling out of. So, let's see, dumplings. Loved an index in all books. That is the best place ever. You know what else I like? I love thesauruses. I love to see the different words you can come up with. Hey Jim, hey Carolyn. So, like I said, dumplings. We're on the look for dumplings. I found it. Dumpling for chicken stew. Because see, what happened, for those of y'all are just joining, since I am on live, I can't get on and see my recipe. So, chicken stew and dumplings. 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I've got all that together. I just need to know how much milk. Oh, it actually calls for milk, not water. It actually calls for 1/2 cup of milk. And it says to sift together the flour, Yeah. And then it says combine an egg, milk, and shortening. Shortening bread. Y'all remember that kid song? That was a good song, actually, when you were a kid. Yeah, I'm not crazy about this dumpling recipe. Let's see what Martha Stewart has to say. Because, see, also, when I got married, I got the bright idea that, I should have, which I've always loved Martha Stewart. I don't care that she went to jail. But Martha Stewart has always been a good one because she knew how to do everything, y'all. Everything. That woman, you could put her on a deserted island and she'd have you a 5. Stupid recording thing. I lost y'all for a minute there. I said, I love me some Martha Stewart. I don't care if since she went to prison, I don't care. She was just doing everything everybody else was doing and the only one that got caught because somebody didn't like her. But anyway, you put Martha Stewart, that woman can do anything. You put her on a deserted island, and by the time you come back to get her, she'd have a 5-star hotel and have that thing running like a champ. She is definitely knows her stuff. So let's go to dumplings over here in this book. Oh, look, we got a bunch of dumplings. Stew, not dumpling stew. I want dumpling drop, $4.16. So here's another book that came from my mother. I don't have to say, I just don't believe that they make as good of cookbooks as they used to. And as y'all know, most of the time, see, drop dumplings. That's what I'm wanting. Some drop dumplings. Now, it's a 1/2 cup of milk. It should be a cup, though. I'm going to start with a 1/2. Go from there. Fricassee. How do you say that word? Fricassee. Anyway, so I am trying to make, and I ain't even supposed to be drinking milk. But you know, I think when it's cooked, it's not as bad on me as it is when it's just plain milk. I don't really drink plain milk anymore. So I have my flour. Put a 1/2 cup of milk in it. And I'm going to see, because they say you want it to be, I love these things. Look, how many of y'all have these? So this is one of my favorite measuring cups. And my uncle was just going to throw it away. I was like, oh, no, you ain't. So, got my 1/2 cup of milk in there. We'll put you guys over here so that you can see what I'm doing. But tonight's his birthday, so one of his favorite meals is chicken and dumplings. And then also, I made homemade brownies because he did not want a cake. So, he gets brownies. Oh, hey everybody. Scott, Hank, Christy. Thanks for watching, y'all. Sybil. Oh, shared. Oh, you're so sweet, Sybil. Thank you. Okay. So, as y'all know, I have never really done much when it comes to this. You know what? This is about perfect, though, because they say it needs to come out like a cornmeal. And, and it is looking like that. See? So, then what I got to do is I got to put it out here and I got to knead it for a little bit, for about a minute or two. So, I'm really not sure. I think, you know, it's been a minute since I watched that episode on Food Network. To where you knead and you do all that stuff. So, but I think I'm doing it right. I hope so. I don't want to mess this dinner up. I want it to be good. He's a good man. He should have a good birthday. He got a new truck, or not a new truck. He got a truck, so that was a heck of a birthday gift. All right. Well, it kind of looks like it's doing what it's supposed to do. And then everybody was saying that you then take your rolling pin and you roll it really thin, and I'm not real sure about that, but I'm going to try it because I have a really cool rolling pin that I've had forever and I never get to use it. And you're supposed to flour your rolling pin really well. All right, bear with me. I'm gonna grab it. It's right behind me, my rolling pin. Whoa. So, we're going to roll it out. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, come here. Oh. Well, so, I don't know how many of y'all know, but my daughter graduates high school this year. And Friday, she's a cheerleader. So Friday, good Lord of mercy. This ain't easy, y'all. Ha-ha. I think I'm doing it. I don't know that I got enough here. Well, that chicken I cooked, because I used a whole chicken instead of breast, and that bad boy was huge. It was like a 6-pound chicken. And I've learned something today that Trisha Yearwood taught me. And once I was done cooking my chicken, I took some of the chicken stock and I put it in the fridge, because they say all the fat will rise to the top, and you let it cool, and then you can just ladle or scoop the fat off. Well, the reason you want to do that is if you ever had chicken, any type of soup that's made with a chicken, and if it was greasy, that's why, because they didn't take the fat off from the stock. So, I did not know that. Thank you, Trisha. I'm going to have to tag her in this. So, yeah, because she's going to watch it. But it really isn't a lot. We like lots of dumplings, so I may end up making a little more. Do y'all see it? Look at it. Meow. And it said to use a pizza cutter to cut it into strips. I don't know what they talking about. I don't do strips. I do like the little, I want it rolled up. I want it like little balls. So hopefully that is Keith Pinkle's Hush. That is what I can get it to do. I think I can though. Look. No ball. So, anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I don't care what I hope it comes out okay though. So, Hank, are you the one that you and your other guy over there sold Keith that truck? I can't remember your last name, honey. So anyway, I think you are. Y'all, if this is the same Hank, he's got the cutest little family. It's such a pretty, pretty family. And cute kids and pretty wife. They look like a postcard or something. So, but when the one thing I didn't like I said, was Trisha. She wanted to do it in strips. No, it's dumplings, not, no. It's got to be dumplings, not strips. If it was strips, it kind of reminds me of like wonton soup. So, all right. I'm going to come back to this in just a second. I want you guys to see the, let's see if my stock is ready. Okay, it's getting there. You see how it has that layer of fat on the top? So with that layer of fat, I am going to scoop that off so that it doesn't create a greasiness to my stuff. Hey, Ellen. Hey, Michael. Hey, BJ. All right. Hey, BJ, we got somebody that called on the house today. I'll call you later, or I'll text you later about it. Hey, Brittany. Who else we got here? Oh, my husband. Hey, my husband. You already quit watching? Aw. You hush your mouth. You ain't even gotten your birthday spankings yet? You hush. Okay, so, all right, you guys, so I'm going to get this stuff and put it somewhere. I didn't think that part through too well, but whatever. We'll put it here. All right. I don't know how well this is doing. I may not have let it sit for long enough. I ain't got time at this point. We got to get cooking. So again, it's not 8 o'clock before we eat. So, but to be quite honest, cooking chicken and dumplings is not hard at all. Let's see. Somebody said hi. Hey, Marissa. Hey, Jana. Hey, Marion. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Randy. Thanks, guys, for watching. So, anyway, like I was saying, y'all pipe in if you know something about making, if you have any good advice to give me on this making chicken and dumplings. But at the moment, there's really not a lot of fat here. Now, with my chicken and dumplings, I always add butter. I probably don't need to, but I do. I just thought of something, but that's besides the point. Okay, so now I'm going to add my stock to my stock pot in a minute after I finish this. So, because I also have to pull the chicken meat off the chicken. Ooh-wee, my hair is looking wild, y'all. So, that's okay. I'm going with the free spirit look today. That's what we're going with. Absolutely. Uh-oh, wrong one. Okay. Turn that off and that off. So I have my whole chicken over here. You see? So my whole chicken's there. And what I want to do with it is pull all that chicken off the bone. Now, I took it out of the pot probably 20 minutes ago. And you're going to want probably about two cups at least of chicken meat. And I will end up, I don't like skin. Skin's gross. But my family does like it sometimes, so sometimes I'll throw some of it in there, but a lot of it I won't. That's gross. So, but you just take it and you pull your chicken off. And you just, some people choose to cut it into cubes, but no. We wouldn't have done that. We're not going to do that because I just don't feel like that is Southern. I guess if you lived in Charleston or Savannah, maybe you do there, but I ain't doing it here because we in Covington. So, I like to use a whole chicken when I'm making chicken and dumplings. I just feel like, first of all, you're using the stock from that. And I just feel like it gives it a better flavor. I don't know that you can tell a huge difference, but the nice thing is I still have a stock pot over here full of stock that I can freeze and use at a later date, which is nice. And it's always good to try to use up and reuse and not waste anything. And it helps to save on your grocery bill, of course. And it's better for you. If you're ever sick, chicken noodle soup, chicken and dumplings, chicken itself it is so good for you when you're sick. And I've had a friend who swore by a Mexican chicken noodle like soup. I've never had it, but she says anytime she's sick, if she will eat that stuff, it helps her feel so much better. Now, so, all right, I'm getting somewhere. Oh, I had a really nice gentleman out here earlier today who was taking care of our security light. Now, here's something else for you guys. Little useless knowledge is when your security lights outside of your home, if you live like we do and we're not in a subdivision, or even if you are, if there's a security light outside and it keeps flickering and going in and out and turning off on you, and then what happens is it's getting overheated, so it'll turn it off. But that basically means that the bulb needs replacing. All you have to do is call your local power company and tell them, hey, this bulb is flickering and everything else, and they'll come out and replace it. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, as far as the security light is when you live out in the country and you don't, no skin and chicken. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Hey, Amy. Oh. Go away. All right. Hey, Timothy. So, security light, when you don't live in a subdivision, it gets dark out here. And so we have a little security light that we pay probably under $20 a month for, that the power company came out and put up. And it actually we have 2. But it's nice to have at night. You don't realize how much you use it until you walk out there and it's not working and it's pitch black. It scared the dickens out of me because then the dog, so we take our dogs out all the time. We don't let them out to run in the backyard. And one night I went out there to let them go pee before we went to bed, and that light was out and that dog started barking and I started screaming. It scared me so bad. And it was like I was running, but I didn't know what I was running from. And I'm like, you stupid dog, shut up. So I laugh at myself a lot, all the time, because I do silly stuff. And, you know, half the time I'm like, you big goofball, what are you doing? All right, as y'all can see, I am literally trying to get every little bit of chicken off of this. Now, that recipe I had said two cups of chicken. I'm going to end up with like 4, maybe more. It's going to end up with a lot of chicken. So I'm just trying to get all that I can use off and in here so I can start heating up my stock. Once I've got my stock kind of boiling, I'm going to start throwing in. What you do is you get your stock boiling. Your stock boiling. And once you get it boiling, you will start adding your dumplings. But you got to get that stock boiling first. Now, and then you got to let it just cook. Once you get all your dumplings in, though, you're going to want to turn your pot, you're going to want to turn your temperature down to the simmer so that, I think that one's good. Hold on, y'all. Okay, you're going to want to turn your temperature on your pot down to a simmer and let it cook just for a little while. Now, like I was saying earlier, I usually will add some butter and a little bit of milk, maybe. But I don't want it too soupy. Yes and no. You want it a good consistency, but you don't want it too soupy and too watery. So that part is done, I think. And yep. All right. Bear with me again. Oh, hold on. Okay. Okay. So, like I was saying, you don't want it too soupy. And you want it to where it's good and creamy is the way we like it. Some people don't. Some people don't do it creamy. Some like it more of a soup consistency where it's not so creamy, but I think the creamy is the best. Now, I spoke with a girl the other day who was telling me that her friends are begging her to make her chicken and dumplings. And I'm very curious to see how she makes it because, again, I've never really done where I make the dumplings a lot. So I really, y'all need to pray for me because I really want this stuff to come out good for him. So, all right, what I'm going to do is finish up. And if you guys are interested, I can come back and once I start putting my dumplings in, because right now what I'm about to do is I'm going to finish pulling all this meat off the bone. Once I finish pulling the meat off the bone, I am going to heat up my chicken stock along with my meat. And then once I get it boiling, I am going to then throw in my dumplings. So if you guys are interested, give me probably about 10-15 minutes and I'll be back on. Otherwise, you don't have to watch. I mean, that's fine. Hang out with me. Don't hang out with me. I don't care. I kind of care. Maybe a little. So, you guys have fun. Hope y'all are having a good evening and wish me luck. And I will talk to y'all in about 15 minutes. Bye. Hopefully I can make it stop. Finish.